السلام عليكم، مرحبا بكم في حلقه جديده من اكسبيرينس اي يو اي. مرحبا بكم في الحلقه اللي غادي نطرقوا فيها واحد الموضوع مهم واللي هو البارت تايم ام بي اي. الناس اللي ما يقدروش ما يخليو العمل ديالهم وبغاو يتبعوا ماستر ديجري، كاين هذه الامكانيه هذه في مدينه الدار البيضاء. واليوم غادي نتعرفوا على البارت تايم ام بي اي. اولا وقبل كل شيء شكرا للناس اللي ملوغين معنا، مرحبا بكم. قبل ما نبداو هذه الحلقه I will go over the interface of Livestorm so that you can get a sense of how things work here. Of course, you see me on the screen. And by the way, I didn't even say my name. My name is Yusuf Qasir, and I'm an Al Akhawain alumnus, and I'm happy to be here. Okay. On the right side of your screen, you have some tabs. You have three different tabs. There's the chat tab. This is exclusively for general discussions, and also for important information we're going to share with you on the chat. The second tab is questions. And why do we have a question tab? It's just to gather all the question in one place so that we can go over them more easily. So please, if you have a question, إذا كان عندكم شي سؤال طرحوه في الquestion tab. إلا كان عندكم شي سؤال ولقيتوا بلي هذاك السؤال ديجا مطروح في الكويشن تاب، تقدروا غير تابفوتيو هذيك لا كيستيون. ثيرد تاب عندكم هي البولز، غادي نستقيو الاراء ديالكم في عده مواضيع طوال هذه الحلقه. اذا تقدروا تدخلوا البولز باش تعطيونا الجواب ديالكم. اذا مرحبا بكم في هذا لو لايف. اليوم كما قلنا غادي نهضروا على البارت تايم ام بي اي. ندخلوا نشوفوا شنو هما لي بروغرام اللي فيه. غادي نتعرفوا على خريجي ديال هذا البارت تايم ام بي اي اللي غادي يتقاسموا معنا التجربه ديالهم. وكما عرفتوا كما كاينه العاده فطوال هذه الحلقه غادي نطلب منكم انكم تركزوا بزاف، لان غادي نربحوكم مع دابا كاين الصهد تيشيرتات وكاسكيطات ديال جامعه الاخوين. ما عليكم غير تجاوبوا. اول واحد اللي غادي ولا وحده اللي غادي تجاوب في الشات سيكشن هما اللي غادي يربحوا هاد التيشيرت ولا كاسكيت. اذا الحلقات السابقه نذكركم باقيين متوفره في ريبلاي على experienceay.com. You can go there and rewatch all the webinars. We talked about many things. Last Sunday we had a very interesting episode talking about the first year experience في جامعه الاخوين. ولكن كاين مواضيع اخرى تطرقنا لها في اكسبيرينس اي يو اي، منهم حلينا ابواب ديال كليه سكول اوف بزنس ادمنستريشن، هيومانيتيز اند سوشيال ساينسز وساينس اند انجينيرينغ. جميع المعلومات متوفره تما، تقدروا تمشيو تشوفوا جميع لي ريبلاي. نقطه اخرى قبل ان نبتدئ، لا ما بقات حتى شي نقطه. اذا غادي نبداو ان شاء الله الحلقه ديالنا ديال اليوم. مرحبا بكم. وباش نتحدثوا على البارت تايم ام بي اي غادي تكون معايا دين اوف سكول اوف بزنس ادمنستريشن دكتور وفاء القراح اللي غتلتحق بيا واللي غادي تعطينا واحد النظره شموليه على هذا البارت تايم ام بي اي. حنا في طوال هذه الحلقه غنحاولوا نالترنيو ما بين الدارجه والانجليزيه باش تعمل الفائده وكل شيء يقدر يستوعب شنو كنقولوا. اذا دكتور وفاء القراح نورمالمون غادي تلتحق بيا دابا شويه. وكما كنشوفوا فوالا اكزاكتومون بداو الاسئله طرحوا. دونك سا سي بيان. Hello,
Yusuf. How are you?
I'm good, fine.
Great to see you.
Alhamdulillah. Are you in Ifran right now or?
No, actually, I'm in Rabat.
In Rabat. Good. I hope you're.
We were in a mission last week, so I stayed here since we used telework. Yes.
Okay, good. I hope it's not too hot because we have this heat wave hitting us really hard these last few days. So I hope everyone is keeping hydrated and ventilated.
Indeed, that's right. You have to with this heat wave. Even in Ifran, actually, when I left Ifran, it was very, very hot during the day.
Yeah. Indeed. So, Dr. Garah, we're going to talk about the part-time MBA. That's a long-due episode. We've been talking about it and mentioning it in other episodes, especially when we talked about the master's program. Can you walk us through what's the part-time MBA about?
Perfect. Thank you very much. First of all, I'd like to welcome all who have joined us today to learn more about the part-time MBA, which is actually a program of Al Akhawain University, but it's offered in Casablanca, in the heart of Casablanca, we have a Center for Executive Education at the Technopark, and that's where we offer our part-time MBA. So first of all, let me tell you a little bit about the school. The School of Business Administration is the largest at Al Akhawain University, and we offer undergraduate and graduate programs, and of course, the part-time MBA is one of the programs that we offer. Now, the part-time MBA and the full-time MBA, there are two similar programs. Actually, we're giving the same degree, and it's a degree that is accredited by the ministry, okay? And you have equivalency. It gives you the equivalency, which means what? Which means once you get Al Akhawain University MBA, you can later on, if you decide to go for a PhD, accessing a PhD is automatic, okay? Of course, given you're admitted to the PhD program, but you don't need to get an equivalency from the ministry because we are already, accredited by the Ministry of Higher Education.
Because we are a public university.
That's right. Thank you for reminding us of that, Yusuf. In fact, Al Akhawain University جامعة عمومية غير ربحية, and I say it and I repeat it in every episode, because we're not for profit. We are non-profit institution, and we are a public institution. So all our degrees are accredited by the Ministry of Higher Education. So it's the same degree that you get, and actually it's the same structure of the program. The only difference is the delivery format. So we cater to professionals, those who can't leave their job to go for a full-time program. So we cater to them, and we provide a convenient program, a program that is convenient for the busy professional. So courses are offered on the weekend, Friday and I'm sorry, not Friday, Saturday and Sunday morning until 2 p.m. And every other week. So the courses are not every Saturday. So one Saturday and another one off, and then one on.
So,
and basically, yes.
No, just go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, basically, the classes are offered almost all throughout the year, except for the month of August and the month of Ramadan. Okay. So those are the 2 months where we actually don't offer classes.
So it's a program that keeps in mind like the professional reality of people who graduated, are in certain positions, and sometimes even are pushed by their employer, for example, to go pursue a master's degree, and this gives a convenience for them, just to be close to work and not, leave their work and keep in contact with the professional world, and at the same time pursuing master's degree, which is a lot of work, a lot of hard work, a lot of focus.
Indeed, it is a lot of work, and actually, it's because some of you might be asking, should I go for an MBA? Should I not go for an MBA? So I'll tell you a couple of reasons why it's good to go for an MBA, especially when you get professional experience. First of all, you have the worldwide recognition. MBA is known worldwide, is known in wherever you go. You say MBA, people know what you're talking about. So you have that worldwide recognition. Now, what's left is, okay, I have a worldwide recognition, but I need to brand this recognition. And that's where Al Akhawain comes in. So by putting Al Akhawain name to your MBA, you're branding your MBA program. And therefore, Al Akhawain is very known here in Morocco. We've been, ranked number 1 for 5 years in a row. Here in Morocco by QS Ranking, which is a worldwide institution that is known and respected. So by branding your MBA, you're giving it more value. So that's one. The second thing is that the MBA is actually you learn transversal skills. Meaning what? Meaning it doesn't matter what's your background. And I think Hamza here asked a question in the chat about, I have an art branch in English studies. Now, can I go for an MBA? Well, actually, the MBA was originally conceived for other people other than the business people, okay?
Yeah.
Or the people that come from the business background. So it's designed in a way that gives you all what you need to be a successful manager, a successful leader. So if you don't have the prerequisites and you come, and I think Ms. Hamoud Ghazlan, she's the coordinator of the program, and she's going to talk in details about that.
And we also have an opportunity today to listen to alumnus who came from different schools, different backgrounds, and pursued an MBA.
Exactly. And you can ask them all the questions that you want when they come on stage. Definitely. So that's another advantage of getting an MBA, because an MBA, it's not like once you get an MBA, you're stuck with the profession. An MBA opens the door for you. You can work in marketing, you can work in, in finance, if you have the specialty of finance, because at Al Akhawain University, we offer several specialties, among which is finance, marketing, we have international trade, and we have management, and we have general business, okay? And soon, I think in next year, we will be offering leadership as a specialty in the MBA program. So that's number 2. The number 3 is the network. People join an MBA program because you want to meet new people. You want to meet different people, maybe from different industries, different backgrounds. And Al Akhawain University, we have that. We bring in people. Actually, we have alumni from Al Akhawain who did their bachelor's at AUI. They went on, they worked a couple of years, and they decided to go back and get an MBA. So you are getting to meet new people, professional people, and the dynamics in the classroom, because I teach strategy and I teach information systems in the program. The dynamics in the classrooms are so great that you have people bringing in their experiences to the class, and someone would have a problem in the classroom, and somebody could say, you know what, this is how we dealt with it at my organization. And that's actually the richness of a professional MBA program or a part-time MBA program, because people come from a different background. Now, why Al Akhawain University program? Al Akhawain University is an accredited internationally. We are accredited internationally. We are accredited by an organization that accredits Harvard, Princeton, MIT, Yale. Okay, so is the same organization that gave Harvard the seal of approval for their quality. We have that too. So that speaks to the quality of education, from the quality of the students that we admit, the quality of the professors, the quality of the content, of course, and the quality of the evolution, because the accreditation, they look at the evolution of the careers of the people that get our degrees after they graduate. Exactly. Okay, because that's
I would just invite also people who are with us today to take a look in the replay at the webinar we did for the School of Business Administration and for the master's degree, to understand, maybe also when we talk about accreditation, we talked about it in that episode, and now Dr. Garah is saying it again, because he said you can pursue, of course, a PhD. This is a given here in Morocco, but not only in Morocco.
Yes, definitely. We have actually people who pursued PhDs in the US, in the UK, in Germany. So in France, they go and they don't need any, equivalency or anything. So they just get it, they apply, and then they go through the process of application, and that's it. So there are no complications in that. So really, the master's opens up doors for you, on these levels. So the second thing that we pride ourselves at Al Akhawain University is the quality of the faculty. So we have world-class faculty who have work experience themselves. So we have people that not only theorists, okay, but people that have a PhD, but they have some work experience, mostly internationally. And we do, for the part-time MBA, given the structure of the part-time MBA, we do invite faculty from overseas to come and teach with us. We've had faculty from Bentley. We've had faculty from different universities. The names of the universities that does not come to my mind, but we had faculty. And this year we have actually, I think going on right now, we have a faculty from Canada who's teaching a marketing course. So we do bring in faculty from overseas to actually teach in the part-time MBA, because it's part-time, so people don't have to stay a whole semester. They're here for a shorter period of time. So
well, those are all good reasons to be curious about the part-time MBA. I have another reason, but it's personal. It's the closest I can get to the NBA. MBA seems like close to the NBA to me. Anyway, it's time for the quiz and see if people have been focused with us. The question and the chance to win the first hat, the cap, and the T-shirt, Al Akhawain T-shirt. And the question is, with an MBA from AUI, I can apply to a PhD in Morocco and abroad. Is it true or false? Or is it yes or no?
Question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I think we already have our first winner, and this proves that you guys are paying attention. Thank you very much, Dr. Al-Garrah, for being with us.
Welcome.
I would keep you with me in case you need to intervene. There are the question parts, as I said, for people who are with us. We're gonna answer along some of the question. People are also answering and typing the answers to your question in the question tab. All right, now we're gonna go with our first actually alumnus, and as you said, she came from a different background. She was studying la communication. Ghizlan Hamoud was going to be, sorry, no, not yet. We're going to be with the coordinator, of the program. Sorry, Ghizlan Hamoud is going to be with us. I went ahead of my... It's the part-time MBA coordinator who is going to give us even more detail about the program, and she's joining us on the stage right now. Ghizlan Hamoud, Hello, Ghizlan.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Right.
I would like to congratulate you on the framing and the nice plants on the background.
Thank you. I am at AUI. I am in Al Akhawain University, and I wanted just to remind our audience of a little bit of the green plants that we have all over the place in Ifrane. So,
exactly. Ms. Hamoud, we're going to talk a little bit more about the part-time MBA, the programs, get into the details so people who are watching us right now can get into a more deep understanding of what the part-time MBA has to offer.
Okay, so Dean Al-Garrah said lots of things about the part-time MBA in Casablanca. There are a few more things that I wanna talk about. Our program, as she said earlier, targets professionals who desire to explore new ways and best ways of doing business. We also target professionals who reached a point in time in their career in which they want to expand their knowledge, maybe gear their career toward other avenues. And as a program, we exist to serve professionals from around Morocco. We don't have participants because we call our students at the part-time MBA participants rather than students. Yeah. So we attract participants from all over Morocco, not only from Casablanca and Rabat. We have participants from Tangier, from Fez, from Meknes, from Laayoune even. So the thing that these people have in common is that they want to push their careers to new heights without really having to put their professional life on hold. So that's extremely important. I wanted just to find my presentation, but
yeah, we're gonna launch your presentation right now. If we can have the presentation so that we can follow along, and especially for people who are watching us, because we're gonna be asking you questions. Here it is.
Here it is. So our mission at the School of Business Administration is to shape future ethical, successful managers and leaders with a local and global perspective. And this is the locomotive that drives our objectives and goals at the part-time MBA, just like any one of our other programs. So in our what I mean by this is that when we say, for example, ethical, we adopt at the part-time MBA a learning and teaching model in which ethics are embedded in the curriculum. It's part of our curriculum. We aim to train graduates that display skills and competencies of successful business makers. We want to help our graduates to be able, upon completion of our program, to demonstrate managerial qualities, and this is mainly through the case studies. Case studies is what we use at the program to help our participants basically build muscles, which is exactly what you do in sports. If you want to build muscles, you need to exercise. So we train our participants on real life situations that normally managers and executives find themselves in, and in which they have to make decisions.
Yeah.
So through practice, through having our participants go for 2 years or between 18 and 24 months through this hard work and this every other weekend's training on cases and simulations, we help them take with them this to their business, to real life business. And it's through these cases and other simulations that we refine our participants' leadership skills. Some of them come naturally with leadership skills. Some of them don't have them before the program. We at least work with them on refining them, on acquiring better skills. We want our participants to stay local, but at the same time to have a global perspective. Learn how things take place in other places around the world. And I'm 100% sure our guests today from our alumni will have something to say about this. I will quickly also go through the type of participants we attract. We attract participants from all industries, from insurance to manufacturing to finance and accounting, from different sectors, public sector, non-for-profit, different types of organizations. So we don't only have students or participants with business background. We have lots of participants with completely different backgrounds, like from engineering. We will have today with us Fatem Zahra from communication, etc. And again, our guests will have something to say about this. Program structure, quite easy, quite straightforward. So we offer foundation courses for those participants who do not have a background in business. So we introduce them to the basics of business, from accounting, finance, management, marketing, to some of the quantitative methods they would need in the program. Then we offer the core courses, and through the core courses, what we do is, in fact, give the opportunity to our participants to get a broad, multifaceted education, while also teaching them how the different disciplines in business connect one to the other. That's very important, because we are living in an era of multidisciplinarity. You cannot be only good in one thing.
Yes.
So our core at the part-time MBA give this opportunity to the participants. Then our participants also have the opportunity to go for an in-depth knowledge in a specific topic, as Dean El-Garrah said earlier. They could choose between the different concentrations that we offer. We offer management, finance, marketing, logistics. That's if really they want a focus. if they want still to stay in this spirit of multidisciplinarity, they could opt for something called general business, in which they will have the opportunity to choose the classes that really interests them, not with no depth, if you want, in one topic only, but by introducing
to have a breadth.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think it's the right opportunity also to maybe ask people who are watching us right now live, which one of these concentration would you be interested in? You can go to the polls tab and give us what's your intent. Maybe if you are pursuing a part-time MBA with us, would it be management, finance, marketing, logistics, or general business? Help us out to understand better what you guys are looking for.
And I would like also to conclude here with the saying from Johnson Brown: don't say you don't have time. You have exactly the same number of hours in a day that Helen Keller, Pasteur, Michelangelo, Mother Teresa, Leonardo da Vinci, Thomas Jefferson, and Albert Einstein had. So you can go for a part-time MBA.
Right.
Maybe Albert Einstein knew how to bend time and he didn't tell us, but for the others, I'm pretty sure, yes.
That's right.
Well, if you know the number of hours it took Albert Einstein to succeed something, then you will see really hard work, not luck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's true. That's absolutely true. Thank you very much, Rizla, for this presentation that gave us a really nice overview about this program. And as you said, you cited different examples of a real world, and maybe it's time also to hear from people who went through that program, who are living in the professional world. They can share with us how did the part-time MBA affect their professional life. Thank you very much, Rizdan Hammoud, for being with us. And now we're gonna proceed with our first alumnus, who is Rachid Moulay El Ghazi, who is going to join us. He's a country manager in Morocco for Yassir, and he is, of course, a part-time MBA alumnus. He's going to join us on stage and share with us his experience with the part-time MBA. As we said, Dr. Garah, different backgrounds. This is what the foundation courses are there for, to get you on the right track and improve your chances of succeeding in that MBA and grasping that experience to the fullest.
Indeed, you're right, Yusuf. And I think Rachid here will enlighten us more about that and more.
Hello, nice to see you, Rachid.
Great seeing you too, Yusuf. Hello, Dr. Garah.
Hello.
How is everything
Good
doing?
To see you. Good,
Great
good,
seeing
excellent.
You.
Thank you.
So before
we're gonna put you in the big screen and
Yes, so I just want to add a little quote to what Ms. Rizlan mentioned, the last quote. So one of my favorite quotes that actually did motivate me to apply for this part-time MBA that says that the best investment that you can do is to invest in yourself, because this is the only investment that will last for life.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Rachid, you are an entrepreneur today in the tech. You are the country manager for Yassir. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about this and tell us how did your journey from the part-time MBA, or maybe even a little bit before, led you to what you are doing right now.
Okay, thank you, Yusuf. So for the ones who doesn't know me, my name is Rachid Moulay El Ghazi. I'm the country general manager for Yassir Maroc. Yassir is an American, North African company it's a startup that operates in the field of innovative mobile solutions in Africa. So we have offices in the United States, Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia, and France as well. And we're currently exploring expanding toward high-value markets like Egypt and Cote d'Ivoire and Senegal. So we have two main apps. So I'm just going to quickly explain a little bit about the business. So we have two main apps. First one is Yassir Transport. It's an Uber-like application. It's a ride-hailing app that allows you to order a mean of transportation to move from one point A to point B easily. The second app is Yassir Express. This is our baby. We just launched it a few months ago in Morocco. So Yassir Express is an Uber Eats like app, mainly for for delivery. So it's an app that allows you to get all your daily life needs delivered from your favorite meal, from your favorite restaurants, grocery, also order, rent a car, getting your clothes dry clean and iron sent to your house. So alhamdulillah, in the past 2 years, we were being very successful. We managed to get 85% market share in Algeria and to be positioned in Morocco and Tunisia as a renowned actor in the ride-hailing and food delivery.
Nice.
So within all this success, AUI and the part-time MBA did play a major role in this success, and I tell you why. So when I joined the part-time MBA, I was at that time working for the US Department of Commerce, and more precisely for the US International Trade Administration. After 6 months, I was contacted by the founder of Yassir Inc., who's the Stanford PhD guy based in Silicon Valley, and he entrusted me to develop Yassir in Morocco. So I started Yassir in Morocco from scratch, from creating the company to doing the market studies, market assessments, recruiting the team, to building the go-to-market strategy, the operational strategy, marketing strategy, and eventually, of course, launching the business in Morocco in 6 cities for both apps. So this would not have been feasible without AUI first, and second, without the part-time MBA. So I consider the part-time MBA and AUI like the 3 factors that did help me a lot in this journey, this successful journey. The first one is the AUI alumni network. So being an AUI student or AUI participants or AUI graduates allows you to join this valuable network,
Yes.
valuable cycle of alumni who are first well positioned in the markets. They interact a lot between each other to share opportunities, and of course with whom there is a cycle of trust. So
Yeah.
even the first employees that I hired, they were alumni students. Like for example, my director of operations is he's someone I knew at AUI. The director of marketing was a classmate, so we did work in several projects while studying. My business B2B director is a senior AUI alumni, so wanted to capitalize on having a good profile through the AUI network. And this has helped me a lot to have good pillars of trust with whom I was able to develop the business. The second element that was key for me was the part-time MBA peers and network. And I think Dr. El Garrah did mention that. So during the part-time MBA, like the participants, as Ms. Ghizlan called them, or the peers, as Dr. El Garrah mentioned, these were like priceless advisors, collaborators. Some of them even turned to be very loyal customers. So during the part-time MBA, I got to interact with these professionals that got a diverse range of skills, experience, knowledge. So some of them came from the public entities like Bank al-Maghrib, like government institutions. Some of them came for large private companies. So I got the chance to interact with these people. So it was like a perfect laboratory for me to test my ideas and the concepts and to gain free, priceless market insights about how I wanted to implement the go-to-market strategy for Yassir Maroc. The third element, which I consider also being one of the competitive advantages of this part-time MBA, is the faculty, and Dr. El Garrah did mention that. Here, by faculty, I don't talk only about the professors, but also I talk about the guest speakers with whom we got the chance to interact during the part-time MBA. So this was very an opportunity for me to interact with experienced mentors that guided me through the elaboration of the business plan and the go-to-market strategy I was working on. Also, the professors did bring decades and decades of insights and expertise to the classroom. So they were all very humble, very generous in terms of sharing knowledge. and even the classes environments was very different. So because it was very comfortable, convivial, so you can share your thoughts and get like feedback, positively, and even when it's criticism, it's only like a constructive criticism. And the same thing for the guest speakers. So the guest speakers with whom we got to talk, these were people who were very well implemented in the business, on the business environments. They were highly knowledgeable and experienced business people. Many of them worked for long years as consultants, like Mr. John Abinadir, who I think he will join us in a little bit. Investors, some of them were investors, some of them even launched successful business venture for themselves. So all in all, this part-time MBA was a great opportunity for me to take advantage from their advices, mentorship, and the constructive also criticism.
Especially that we're talking about peers who are thriving in the professional world, who are real actors in the professional world, and can be really good, helping you in a good way. We're giving you like accurate critique. Thank you very much, Rashid, for sharing with us. I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to you and to what you are doing, and I wish you a lot of success with the ESP. Thank you very much, Rashid.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Yusuf.
Thank you. Dr. Garah, we're going to talk to an affiliate faculty at the part-time MBA, and it's, as Rashid just mentioned, is going to be Mr. John Abinadir, who's going to join us now. I've been repeating his name.
And he's actually connecting from Washington, D.C., where he lives. So
Exactly.
he'll be talking about his background and where he's coming from, and his connection with AUI. And he's been teaching actually for us for several years in different programs, especially a course on negotiation. And he's a great negotiator, so don't even try to negotiate.
Okay.
With him. He'll beat you at that.
Question and lay back. But we're going to talk also about, I think, the approach to this part-time MBA. As I think he's joining us right now. Thank you guys for your participation in the poll. I can see here that general business is pretty popular so far, at least for people who are with us right now. And as I said, we will keep you posted, because we will still make you win other t-shirts and hats. Maybe we have a little connection problems with Washington.
Yeah.
No, he's trying to join. He's trying to join right now, so he's going to.
Well, while he's joining, maybe I can talk a little bit about an interesting point. 2 points. One that what Ms. Hamoud was talking about. Not having, it's not the right time for me. I'm too busy to do this. One specificity of our program is the flexibility. Okay. Yeah. For instance, like let's say January comes and you have a lot of projects and a lot of things that works, and you can't, keep up with the classes. That's fine. You could decide that the next class I'm not going to take it. And then the next time it's going to be offered, then you can take it. Okay. So we have this flexibility given the format of the program. Okay, so you could decide for yourself, I want to take a break, I have other priorities, and then of course that doesn't mean you take a year or 2 year break, but at least you can skip a class or two and then take them later on when they're off.
That's the whole purpose, I think, of the program, is that be convenient for people who are professionals, who are working and have maybe difficult schedules or things like that.
Correct. And the second point is, of course, the strong network that Rashid talked about. And I think, Yusuf, you belong to this network.
Exactly.
We have about 6,000 alums that are around the globe. And really, really, you could meet people in anywhere. And if you mention Akhawain and there is somebody from Akhawain, that's it. It's family.
Yeah.
And you feel like safe talking to a person from Al Akhawain. I mean, and really there is this family-like, this strong ties among not only the graduates, but also me as faculty. When I go somewhere, even if I've never had them in my class, we talk and we have a lot of things in common to share, a lot of experiences and a lot of anecdotes to share and a lot of stories to share. So, and that's in itself, it's a real jewel of Al Akhawain University.
And most importantly, just for people to understand, it doesn't mean like, oh, it's just a blind sense of belonging. No, it has a base, it has roots. We trust each other because we come from the same background. We know what people we become through the process of going through the Al Akhawain experience, whether in Ifrane or in Casablanca. Exactly.
Totally.
I think we have a little difficulties to join Mr. Jin Abi Nadir, but I think maybe you can talk a little bit, Dr. Garah, about the approach, because we were talking about experimentation and a lot of experiment driven, because we were talking about real world situation, getting people always in this contact with the professional world.
Definitely. I think the pedagogy that is used in our classrooms, especially in the MBA and more particularly in the part-time MBA, is the fact that we try to give people hands-on experience. So there's a lot of case studies, and I'm sure Fatem Zahra later on, she's going to talk about that. She took my class in strategy, and it was case study. That's all what we did. But really, why the case study? And case study is the Harvard method. They use case study because this is a simulation of a problem faced in the real world. So you're going to talk about a problem that HP faced, a problem that Google executives faced, and then you take on their seats, the driver's seat, and then you decide what needs to be done given the information that are provided in the case. So this is really a pedagogy where what we call the flipped classroom, which means the lecturing, the content, you prepare it. So we give you readings, a lot of readings, and we expect you to read, and you come to the classroom to actually apply it, okay? So you apply it through the case studies, you apply it through exercises, you apply it in the lab. Sometimes there are classes that use lab, there are classes that use simulation. As a matter of fact, right now we have the marketing class, and they're using a simulation where actually they're simulating a market, and they're competing with each other, and they're making decisions. So, and those are some of the advantages of the program, is that we don't lecture. We don't put you in a classroom and then we put slides and we start lecturing to you. No, you are partner in your learning, okay? We're there, faculty are there to facilitate your learning. We're there to guide you, but you are the decision maker at the end of the day. You are the one, who's gonna, animate the classroom, really, because I keep saying it. The dynamics in the classrooms are great because all our faculty, they have that skill into bringing those experiences that are, lived, by the participants in their jobs, and they bring them to the classroom. And sometimes we bring in that collective intelligence in trying to solve problems and identify challenges and opportunities, and and try to find feasible, viable solutions to these issues. So again, yes.
I just want to maybe take the opportunity also to ask people who are watching us right now, maybe another poll question, to just ask them what makes Al Akhawain University a part-time MBA program special. Is it specializations that we offer? Is it the North American education system? Is it the national accreditation, Diplôme d'État, like we said it and repeated since the beginning? Is it the reputation? Is it the delivery mode, weekend classes, and this tailored delivery mode to everyone's needs? So please go to the poll section and share with us what, in your opinion, makes Al Akhawain University part-time MBA program special.
Yeah, and something that I'd like to add here when we talk about the participants being partners in their learners. So we really see you as a partner, not as a student, not as just a learner, because we us faculty, we learn from you. We also listen from you, because when the part-time MBA was first designed, it was designed on a Friday. So you had classes Friday afternoon, Saturday all day, and then Sunday morning. But then because some of professionals, they were not able to get a Friday off from their employers. So we actually listened. We talked to employers, and we understood, the difficulties and the challenges that employers were facing with some of their employees. And that's when we decided to actually do, one day, Saturday and Sunday. And instead of finishing at 1, we finish at 2 on Sunday. And then we added, instead of doing only 2 weekends, we do 3 weekends. So in order to have the number of hours necessary for each class. So we do involve you in your education. So that's why I'm saying you're a partner.
Exactly. Time for us to make people win the second set of hat and Al Akhawain t-shirt. Hope you've been paying attention. And the question is, QS ranks Al Akhawain University as #1 in Morocco. Is it true or false? Yes or no? I think people are pretty fast, or people who have better internet connection or bandwidth are maybe having a slight advantage here. But I can see a lot of good answers. Sorry, already. We're gonna keep up with the alumnus, and in this case, an alumna experience. She works in the public sector. We talked about this. It's Fatem Zahra Muddin, who's gonna join us. She's a project manager at La Haka, and she's already here.
Hello.
How are you?
Thank you. Fine.
Hi,
hello, Professor. How are you doing?
Doing great. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, doing good.
So we've been talking about the program. We already seen Rashid, who came from a business background, which is not the case for you, Fatem Zahra Muddin. Yes.
Yeah, indeed.
So maybe tell us about the approach. How is the part-time MBA? How the years in the part-time MBA went by? What you're doing right now and everything.
Yes, I want just to precise something that I earned my bachelor degree in communication in 2004, and I integrated Haka in 2005. So it has been a long time in my professional life before deciding to go back to university. So that's why in 2018 I decided to hold the challenge of the MBA and be a participant at the part-time MBA in Casablanca at the EEC. So my objectives were that I wanted at that time to enhance my managerial skills and also to push my career to higher levels.
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, and I think Fatem Zahra,
yes, I do.
Can you elaborate on, coming from a different education system,
because it's a recurring question. People ask this a lot. If my level of English gonna be maybe a handicap into pursuing from coming from the French system, because we talked about the foundation courses and the importance of foundation courses to get people on track, and I believe you took some of those foundation courses, Fatem Zahra.
Yes, absolutely. And I used the word challenge to illustrate this, because at the beginning I hold the challenge. It was something new for me. I earned a bachelor degree in communication, institutional communication, and doing an MBA, it's business is something new for me. So at the beginning, I took foundation courses that prepared me for core courses. In fact, in finance, accounting, economics, research methods, and those courses at the beginning helped me a lot. So in fact, ce sont des cours de mise à niveau. For people who do not know the foundation courses. Ce sont des cours de mise à niveau. Si vous avez par exemple une licence en économie, en finance, en littérature, un domaine that is quite far from business, those courses help you a lot to get prepared to the core courses.
Yeah.
And I totally agree with Dr. Al-Garrah when she talked about the methodology of teaching. I really liked it because it was an active learning.
Yeah.
It was not a traditional way of learning, meaning that you have a presentation, the professor gives you a lecture. No, it's very interactive. You exchange. There is people, participants are from different backgrounds, so that gives you the opportunity to exchange knowledge. I had the opportunity to meet people from bank sectors, from agriculture, entrepreneurials, meaning that we exchange information through those case studies, and also through presentations, oral presentations that gives you the opportunity also to interact with those people. They give you their feedbacks, they give you their opinions, and it's very rich as a debate.
So, Fatima Zahra, you chose to go for a part-time MBA, as you said, when you were far a little bit in your career. So, how did you cope with the maybe the hours, given your job, the importance also of the position you have?
She's a mother
your
of
job?
two. Also.
I didn't want to say that. I want her to say it because there must be other people.
I can
here.
say it because she's
Yeah.
she was in my class, so
Exactly.
I can do that.
Yeah, because it's hard, and maybe there are parents who are watching us today and they say, okay, no, it's too late for me now. I have kids. Maybe I'm not going to be able to handle this.
Yes, indeed, it has been a challenging experience. To be honest, I at the beginning I was quite scared of this experience, but when you are in, you have this power,
Energy.
absolutely, the energy, absolutely. And well, you just need to be, for parents who have the same situation as me, or people that have personal commitments and professional commitments, you just need to be organized. You need to organize your time. For example, at your working time, of course, if you have, for example, a little break, you can take a look at your schedule, for next courses, because before any course you have a syllabus. Professors send you a syllabus to you get an idea about what the course is you are going to have as a course, meaning that you get prepared yourself before going to the class. First, second, courses are scheduled on weekends, one weekend on and one off. So you have the opportunity, for example, to organize your personal commitments, your family commitments. The key for me was organization, in fact.
When it's one weekend on and off, then you see it coming. You have time to prepare, and maybe.
Yeah, even my children were prepared to. They were accustomed. They say, okay, this weekend is on. Oh, wait, good. This weekend is off. Mom is gonna be in Casablanca because I live in Rabat, so I was commuting. So they were.
It must be nice to see the kids coming picking you up from the university.
They did it.
Exactly.
They did it. One time they made a surprise, and once out of the class, I found them there. It was they really were. They were very glad to discover that their mom is taking courses. Absolutely.
I think you said something that really resonates with me and with a lot of people. I bet, Fatima Zahra, when you said that the energy. I think when you try to learn, when you are in an exciting experiment where you experience and you are learning new stuff every day. Especially when you said like you're not coming from a business background, so you have the foundation courses. You open up on this whole new world. So the excitement of learning also gives you that extra power, extra stamina to be able to keep going with all this going on.
And this active learning, in fact, push you to be collaborative. Because the basis of the courses is not a classic way of teaching. It was a learning group, collaborative learning group. For example, with the professors, we made groups of 2 or 3, sometimes 4 people. We exchange. We have an idea. We have a problem, a real life problem. For example, for companies, I can give, for example, the last case study. I worked with the Dr. Al-Garrah about Uber. and the team. Yes, we had a real life experience, meaning that we experienced that exchange, that collaborative learning with the team, and we learn from each other.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Fatem Zahra.
You're welcome, Zahra.
You're welcome. My
Wishing
pleasure.
you all the best luck in your professional life. Thank you very much.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Dr. Garah, we're going to still continue with our next guest, and it's also an alumnus. We saw someone who is an entrepreneur. We saw someone who is working in the public sector. Time for us to discover someone who is going to come from the private sector, and he has an engineering background, and an alumnus from the part-time MBA. It's Abdelaziz Al-Ammari who's going to join us, and he's a Scrum Master at Capgemini. I always pronounce it like that. I don't know if it's Capgemini or Capgemini, but it feels nicer, like Capgemini.
Well, he can tell us. He can tell us. Hi, how are you?
Abdelaziz, how are you?
It's good
Maybe
to
you
see
can enlighten us. Is it Capgemini or a Capgemini?
Yeah, it's French company, so let's call it Capgemini.
Capgemini, okay. Thank you for taking the time to be with us, Abdelaziz. Today.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear my experience with you. First time sharing my experience with a great audience like this. So
we talked about your background, because this is a recurring question, and I want to just to repeat it, because a lot of people ask. You come from an engineering background.
Yes. So I graduated in 2015. So 5 years from now, with bachelor's of computer science. So with the minor of business administration. So I had the chance to study some economics, accounting, some basics, marketing, and then I graduated. I worked in an IT company for 2 years, and then I joined the Capgemini, and I said, yeah, it's a great experience to mix the two. I knew that in 3, 5, or 6 years I will be a manager, so I needed to work on this. So the best way, or the fastest way to do this, is to have an MBA.
Yeah.
Because it's seeing the work and how to add value to this work, and seeing the things differently than other people. So I needed the shortcut, and alhamdulillah, now I'm one of the youngest managers in Capgemini around the world.
Yeah.
27-year-old, and now I'm a project manager. So yeah,
this is really nice to hear.
How big is your team?
15 people.
15. Nice.
Yeah, from France and from here. Yeah, people from France.
So how did the part-time MBA fit into your schedule? As you said, you were working at the IT company, then you joined Capgemini. You had to put a lot of hours into the work, into getting your career going, but at the same time you needed to also do the part-time MBA.
Yeah, exactly. So at the beginning, it was the foundation courses, as Fatem Zahra said. So I needed to bring back this mindset of studying. So it took me some time. Then after doing this 1 week after the other one, then we are used to this. And for me, it was not learning courses like normal courses that we had at AUI, but it's different. It's more of sharing experience with people from different backgrounds. We had
this experience based. You get to do case studies.
Yeah, case studies, exactly. So we this is a joke. In all the questions that we had in the case studies or in the quizzes, as a manager, what would you do?
Yes.
So we had this mindset of being a manager and taking decisions, and how to take this decision, how to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your mindset is concentrated on this, and then you share your experience with other people. I'm not from the field, but I had I became a manager without
No.
being a manager.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
true. That's true. When with the learning curve,
Yeah,
there's so many things that you learn, but it comes so obvious in your mind that you,
exactly.
oh, okay, this is how I'm going. But this is part of the process, changing who you are. I mean, I'm talking about skill wise, what you become as a manager.
Exactly. And by the way, Scrum Master, I didn't define this. It's like a project manager, agile project. And what's interesting about agile is how to add value, to add the business value quickly to the business. So I was into this without knowing. So
Going
I
up. Yeah, but I think and I hope that you have the agility for this job, because I asked you actually the question because we did a rehearsal yesterday. It was the first time I heard like a Scrum manager, and actually yes, it's more of having this possibility of being agile toward projects and coming up always with the right decisions for the right moment. Thank you very much for sharing.
one last thing. One last thing.
Yeah, of course.
Actually, what's interesting in our work in IT projects is you can move from industry to another one.
Yes.
So the functional part or the business side of the project is very important.
Yeah.
And with this MBA, I can change from now. I'm working in the business sector, in the banking sector. Tomorrow I will be working in another sector. I won't have any problem to manage a project from a different sector.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And I'll add to that. Thank you for bringing that, Abdelaziz. That's a great point. And I alluded to that earlier at the beginning, when the introduction, that with an MBA, you have these transversal skills. So regardless of the industry, the skills that you learn in the MBA, they can be applied in every industry. So thank you for bringing that point up, because that's very crucial and very specific to the MBA degree.
Exactly.
Thank
Thank you very much, Abdelaziz Lamari, for sharing with us and wishing you good luck in your career. Thank you for taking the time to be with us today. It's time for us to have another quiz question and make people win another hat and Al Akhawain T-shirt. So
let's make it hard this time.
Well, we always ask hard question. It depends on if you've been focusing with us or not. The question is, at AUI, I have the flexibility to choose my courses and schedule. Is that true or false?
Yeah.
Let's see. I think we already have a winner for this one. And also, we wanted to maybe talk about the last poll for today. I'm taking a look at your answers, and thank you very much for taking part into those polls, because it's really crucial and important for us to get your point of view on different subjects and matters. So after this information system, I plan to confirm my application to the part-time MBA, apply to the MBA at AUI, seek more information from AUI, or compare AUI MBA to other national and international programs. Dr. Al-Garrah, this is the end of our episode.
Yes, and I understand this is the end of all the episodes.
Exactly.
This is the finale.
This is the finale of this season.
That's right.
Yes.
But we might come back, in a couple of weeks with another season.
Maybe,
right?
maybe. Anyway,
let's hope so.
Yeah, let's hope so. But
yes.
It's been really an amazing experience and journey. And I'm looking at my phone right now because I don't want to. I want to do it like correctly, really, because there's a lot of people to thank. First of all, you. All the faculty and staff at Al Akhawain, all the deans who gave us their time and opened up their schools for us, gave us all the information that we needed. Thank you very much for that. We'd like to thank also people who are working behind the screen, all the Devant.com people who are amazing and helping us getting this webinar going. who are always behind the screen. You see my face, but there are a lot of people behind me, and this is why everything is going so smoothly. It's not because of me. I would like to thank also Abweb, our partners, who made also this webinar possible. Thank you guys, you did a terrific job. All the students and alumni who shared with us their experiences, and there have been quite a few, and I can say that there is one common thing between all the students. They were all happy to take part into this webinar and to share with us their experience. So really, thank you guys for that. We want to also congratulate all the winners on the sweatshirts, the t-shirts, and the hat. Thank all people who took the time to register and to be part of this webinar, who interacted with us and asked us questions, and also reacted and evaluated this webinar, so that it also always improve. Let us improve and do a better job. And also, just to make sure to make sure that experienceaui.com is always there. All the episodes are available on replay. We've talked about admission, we talked about scholarships, we talked about financial aid. We got into in-depth look at different schools program, both on undergrad level and grad level. You can have all these information, even the first year experience you're gonna experience once you're gonna get to AUI. You can watch all and rewatch all these episodes on experienceaui.com. I think I didn't miss anything.
If you allow me,
yeah, of course.
Actually, I would like also to thank all the guests that were here and were in previous, episodes. I thank them very much. I thank Devincom for organizing this, but mostly I would like to thank you, Youssef. Thank you for facilitating these, these webinars. Your bubbly personality, your jokes, make it happen. And actually, it's really, without you, I think it would be a dull. It would be just me talking about the program. But we're really bringing that ray of shine of the.
Thank you very much.
So thank you for being the sun.
I'm blushing even if I'm not the right pigmentation. So but you can be a lot of fun. Dr. Garah, I already had you in class, and we had a lot of good time.
We had a blast. I remember. Definitely.
Yeah,
I think
it's a team effort, and this is why it will be able to everyone be in the best shape for the webinar.
And to thank Sarah, who's behind the in the backstage. Making this happen, Miss Naziha, Miss Sukaina, all of them. Thank you all, for all your help for setting this up. And I hope this finale will only be a start for something better in the near future.
Inshallah. Yes, and all the technical team that allowed us to do 2 episodes actually in Ifran. Go make check them out with the beautiful background at the university. Alhamdulillah, we could do it finally, and did 2 episodes. So thanks for the team who had to adapt really quickly, because we were used to do it from home and put all the equipment in the right spot. Thank you all, everyone. Thank you, Al Akhawain University.
Sure, thank you.
So stay tuned. As I said, we're gonna be back for another season. Wish you all happy holidays and vacation for those of you who are gonna go take a few days off. Enjoy it before you go back to study.
But be safe and healthy, please. It's very important. It's not over, so be safe.
Not over, so be safe. Thank you very much, Dr. Islama.
Bye, take care. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.